It's Monday, August 5th. I just bought some QQQ 448 puts at 1336, and I just scaled out here at 1530, almost 2 points higher to set up a no-risk trade. This is on the 15-minute chart that had kind of two pushes up on the way I saw it, then a red bar. So I played this little failure to see if we come back down into the range. We're going to have to see if we can kind of get through the midpoint of that first bar ultimately, or if it ends up on some kind of on the daily chart here. We'll see how this green bar ends up by the end of the day. I still have a big picture, view to the downside. Obviously, we've been heading down for the last few weeks here. We had the big gap down that brought in a little buying, but on the weekly chart, you can still see here until this weekly chart really reverses by the end of the week, and we still have all week to go before we find out what this bar really ends up. I'm still kind of projecting down here, towards this target area as we head lower. On the monthly chart, you can see a little cleaner. On the early in the month, we already have a 2-down month that has targets down to these areas. So until things change to, in terms of it on this monthly chart, maybe getting a weekly reversal to start maybe, having a monthly failure to the downside. It's a long way to go on the week here. So even though we started up a little bit, I'm still looking for opportunities to the short side. And obviously on the daily chart, we'll see how this week continues to go. There's a bunch of days left. If we come up and have a 2-up failure and then, roll over to the downside, that could be very high probability trades lower where we have targets down here. But for now, we had the gap down, brought in a little buying, but we are kind of rolling over a little bit after 2 pushes up, into this gap area. So we'll see, by the end of the day how this ends up. It's no risk right now. If we can get a, maybe who knows, maybe we'll get some follow through bar after bar after bar down here, and we'll just have to kind of judge day by day. But still going to be biased to the downside, even with a strong push up here to start the day. I thought it was a good opportunity to try, buy some puts here, below the midpoint of the prior day. Big picture targets below, 2 pushes up already, and we'll see, really what unfolds here towards the end of the day at no risk.